Hello everyone, I'm Dini from Universitas Negeri Padang, West Sumatra, majoring in Visual Communication Design under the Faculty of Language and Art. I got the opportunity to join the IISMA program and now I'm in University Sains Malaysia. Here, I'm taking 3 courses under 3 different schools. There are School of Arts, School of Communication, and School of Management. I know about the IISMA program from my class WhatsApp group. One of my friends sent the information about IISMA program, and then I tried to find out what is IISMA program, what the requirement needed, and what's the benefit that offered to us. And then I discussed with myself to decide whether I'm joining this program or not. And after a long thought, I think why not to give it a try. I start to prepare all the files needed, and also I consult with my international office in my campus about this registration. Step by step, I went it well, and in the end, I passed the selection for this program. I'm very grateful to be able to achieve this achievement to study abroad. Unfortunately, our departure was delayed because of, at that time, Malaysia still had not opened the borders, so the foreigners cannot enter to Malaysia. At that time, I was very sad and desperate because I thought that I would never be able to go and do this program in the host country. During that time, I seemed lose my spirit, and slowly I tried to let go of what was happening. Finally, at the end of March, the awardees left for Malaysia. The trip went smoothly, and when we arrived in Malaysia, we ran a quarantine in Kuala Lumpur for 5 days. After the quarantine period ended, we were picked up by the host university to the USM location in Penang. I was quite surprised when I arrived at University Sains Malaysia. The campus is very spacious and lively. There are many trees and gardens in it. There is also a small lake near my hostel. And because of its size, the campus provides spaces that can make it easier for students to move to other places in the campus area. The temperature on campus is quite hot, maybe because it is located near the beach. We have to use sunscreen every time we travel to avoid the sunburn. While on campus, I live with many people from various ethnicities. In Malaysia, there are 3 major ethnic communities. They are Malay or Melayu, Indian, and Chinese. And it is not difficult to communicate with them because most of them use English in their daily life, as well as when communicating in lectures. I also taste a variety of food from different ethnicities. They have something in common with food in Indonesia, maybe because they are still Asian food, but the food here is not as spicy as in Indonesia. For now, the lectures are still conducted online. Also online, the lectures here deliver the lesson well so that we can understand it. I feel a little difference in learning. In my home university, I tend to study in practice rather than theory. We usually directed to work on projects individually or in group. For example, like designing the posters or branding. While here, the portion is balanced between the practice and the theory, and even tends to be more theory. At first, I found it difficult and always felt anxious when the lecturer began to invite the students to interact. I'm not used to learning with such a system. To overcome this, I follow the lecture's learning flow. I try to listen carefully to every explanation given. I'm slowly getting used to it and quite enjoy with the theory. And now, I find that the theory is not as boring as I thought. I'm IISMA biased because with this program, I have become a better person and more aware and respect myself as a student who is lucky to be able to join this program. IISMA encouraged me to explore my potential that has been buried all this time. I hope that this program will always inspire the Indonesian students to be the better version of their life. Thank you, IISMA.